Атақты CEEMAN конференциясы Алматыда білім саласының білгірлері бас қосатын халықаралық CEEMAN конференциясында қош көрдік. 24 елден келген эксперттер Алматы менеджмент университетінде жиналды. 3 күн бойы білім, тұрақты даму, көшбасшылық тақырыбында сөйлесеміз. 20 қыркүйек CEEMAN-ның алғашқы күні біз бастаймыз.
The transformative event in Almaty in the heart of Eurasia.
I am convinced that we will have a great conference with highly professional, wise and committed people, and therefore I am sure that we will make a step forward in our mission to further develop and deliver responsible leadership and responsible management education.
Тұрақты даму деген не? 2015 жылы Біріккен ұлттар ұйымының саммитінде тұрақты дамудың 17 мақсаты айқындалды. Жалпы тұрақты даму түсінігі 1983 жылы бекітілген. Оған сәйкес тұрақты даму дегеніміз адамның бүгінгі сұраныстарын қанағаттандыра отырып, келешек ұрпақ үшін қоршаған орта мен ресурстарды сақтау. 3 түрлі құрамдас бөліктің тепе-теңдігі сақталса, тұрақты даму болмақ. Ол экономикалық өсу және баланс, әлеуметтік жауапкершілік.
И мне кажется, что это устойчивое развитие просто для человека важно. Это важно для бизнеса, это важно для страны и, конечно, это важно для университетов. Поэтому тема этой конференции будет очень полезна для бизнес-образования и для бизнеса.
Тұрақты даму мәселесінде университеттердің атқаратын рөлі неге ерекше? Сарапшыларымыз бұл сұраққа былай жауап береді.
Образование – это всегда про будущее. Мы учим сейчас, чтобы смогли воплотить то, чему мы учим в будущем. Мы учим, чтобы продуцировать новые технологии и знания. И поэтому устойчивое развитие, мы всегда говорим, что это planet, people и profit. Но planet – это не только экология, это наше влияние.
Of course, now it's a time for business schools. And for us, education school is producing mostly white-collar job. It's now time for us to be challenged. It's about AlmaU. It's about, I believe, many of universities who is now on the conference.
I expect to have a few takeaways to see what is the regional thought about how to make a better world, and especially what is this university doing to promote these areas, and to see how together the students, professors, the academia, the business world in the region and the whole Europe and the world can suggest solutions for things which are troubling the world today.
So we see the rising economy is play important role, and even more and more to see change for the classical traditional business educations. So we say entrepreneurship and the inclusiveness as the sustainable abilities. So that's the keywords for the CEEMAN, also for the business schools development, especially in the Middle Asia, we could say that.
As such conferences are throwing light on how universities like AlmaU University or mine or all over the world, how we can have sustainable workforce, how we can have mentally strong and resilient, people around us.
My own view is that every university should be doing this. Every school should be doing this within universities. And so just to sort of put this in perspective, I mean, the objective here for all of us is to architect the intellectual enterprises known as universities or colleges in a way where they're of the greatest potential utility to the future.
And it has been witnessed for me, it has been evidenced for me over those past 3.5 years, the importance of education and the importance of the kind of education, the knowledge, the skill sets that we bring into the classrooms.
Education can change the kids, the future, give them the opportunity. The pay it forward, you just doing small, the nice things for the people, you will get in the world is much better.
So what we have done in India, especially at Watson, we started a policy task force. And what we do, we taken 2 to 3 colleges under us, and in their education sector, what kind of AI tools they are going to implement for the students and faculties.
Сонымен тұрақты даму дегеніміз не? Және ол бізге не үшін қажет?
Because it has become some sort of very fashionable to use the word sustainable. We hear from left and right sustainability, but do people really understand what is it about? Do the students actually understand how important it is for their future life? When we talk about the future, we should be primarily focused on them. And you are those who is actually making them understand what their future is going to be about. And if we talk about successful business, we definitely should be also talking about responsible management, because the successful business without responsible management is just utopia.
That's a perfect definition in 2 words of sustainability: cultivate and conserve. What does it mean? It means we have the right and the obligation to dig the soil, to produce food, to produce technologies for a good living, as long as we do it in conserving the basis for the future generation.
I think that everything can be solved by technology, but it should be supported with the theoretical perspective.
Тұрақты дамудың кәсіпте алар орны қандай? Кәсіп иелері тұрақты дамуға үлес қосудан қалай өтады?
We actually made an astonishing discovery that sustainable development goals are actually the biggest ever business opportunity in the history of the humankind.
This is what lacks in our region, because when we talk about sustainability, we don't know indicators, we don't know where we are going. And I want to see more companies to be more responsible and to think.
But what is important for enterprises to understand that the sustainable enterprise is not just about the profit and the money.
Сарапшыларымыздың пікірінше, қоғамның тұтас дүние жүзінің тұрақты дамуына бас қатыратын азаматтарды тәрбиелеуге болады. Ол үшін біз тұрақты сана қалыптастыруымыз қажет. Болашақтың қамын ойлай отыра, бүгін толқынмен өмір сүріп, өмірімізден ләззат алып, әр әрекетімізге жауапкершілік алғанымыз абзал.
Well, even when corruption could be not included in the SDGs, if you have a sustainability mindset, you will be, of course, discovering new challenges and new things that perhaps are not included in an agenda.
Coming from the United States, getting this great education, I'm living way less sustainable than these people living in this rural, urban community.
I used only paintings from Kazakh art from the Fine Art Museum of Kastiev to demonstrate, to show to the visitors how the different features of flow can be discovered in these beautiful paintings. In this picture you see energy, you still see creativity, you see meaning of life. And I have explained that the flow is one alternative to other types of happiness. And here on these other pictures you can see how flow is created and what is needed for it. But also it is actually something which can be reproduced in management. Kuriskenche. Kurskenche.
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 Kurskenche. Kuriskenche dostlar.